When I say Goa, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For a lot of people, it's all about parties, right? Nonstop music right on the sand. But honestly, that's just scratching the surface. So let's go beyond the postcard image and uncover what Goa is really all about. Travel blogger Annabelle Simons really nailed a common worry here. The idea that Goa is maybe just a bit inauthentic, a tourist trap. But as she found out, and as we're about to see, that couldn't be further from the truth.
So, if Goa isn't just that one stereotype, then what is it? Well, to find out, we're going to go on a little journey together. We'll start at its famous coastline, dive into its incredible food, find some peace at its spiritual retreats, and even explore its wild side.
But first things first, we have to talk about that stereotype. Because to really understand what Goa is, we've got to get on the same page about what most people think it is. So this is the Goa you see on Instagram, right? Package holidays, all-night parties, pulsing to the beat of Goan trance, that kind of hypnotic electronic music that was literally born on these beaches. It's a vibe that can feel like a whole different country. But here's the thing, that reputation, it's really only built on a few very specific, very loud beaches. And that's our starting point. Because even when it comes to its most famous asset, the coastline, Goa gives you a choice. The party is absolutely there if you want it, but so is the peace and quiet. Think of it like this. On one side, you have the legendary beaches of Anjuna and Vagator. This is the heart of the backpacker scene, just buzzing with energy and that classic Goan trance sound. But then, you drive just a little ways away, and you find places like Ashwem and Mandram. They're quiet, they're a bit more upmarket, and they're just perfect for actually relaxing. See? In Goa, you really get to choose your own adventure. Okay, but what if you want to get completely off the beaten path, to totally escape the crowds? Well, Goa has a few secrets for that too. And this is where the real magic happens. Places like Butterfly Beach aren't just quiet, they're practically hidden. You can only get there by taking a boat or hiking through a forest, which keeps them totally secluded. Just picture it, a hidden cove that's literally buzzing with butterflies, and you're watching dolphins play out in the water. This is the Goa that shatters the stereotype. All right, let's step off the sand for a minute and head into the kitchen. Because if you really want to understand Goa's soul, you have to taste its history. You see, Goan food isn't just food. It's like a living history book. Every single dish tells a story of who passed through here, of trade, of conquest, and of cultures blending together over centuries. It's a true potpourri of flavors. And you can literally trace that history on your plate. It started with the vegetarian base, thanks to the Saraswat Brahmins. Then Muslim rulers brought in all these amazing aromatic spices. And then came the real game changer, the Portuguese. They introduced things like chili, vinegar, and pork, and that completely changed the game for Goan cooking. Every era left its mark. So all that history led to two incredible, but really distinct culinary traditions. On one hand, you've got Goan Hindu food, which often uses tamarind and kokum for that sour punch and is usually a bit milder. Then you have Goan Catholic cuisine, which has that heavy Portuguese influence. It gets its famous tangy flavor from toddy vinegar, which is this sharp vinegar made from coconut palm sap, and it's where you find iconic dishes like pork vindaloo. Two totally unique flavors, but they come from the same Goan soul. So, from the food that fills you up, we're going to shift gears and talk about the practices that can fill your soul. Because far, far away from the party scene, there's a really deep spiritual current running through Goa. For a lot of us in the West, yoga is basically a workout, right? Something you do at the gym. But here, in the country where it all began, it's so much more than that. The word yoga actually means to unite, as in uniting your body, your mind, and your spirit. It's not about getting fit. It's about a total inner transformation. And a traditional yoga practice here is a whole journey. It starts with the physical poses, the asanas, which is what most of us are familiar with. But then you move into pranayama, which is all about breath work. From there, it's kriyas, which are cleansing techniques. And finally, you get to meditation and chanting. It's a complete system designed to connect you with your deeper self. Okay, for our final stop, we're doing something completely different. We're leaving the coast, we're leaving the yoga shalas, and we're heading inland into what might just be Goa's biggest surprise, its lush, wild heart.
Seriously, forget everything you think you know about Goa. Just look at this. This is Dudhsagar Falls. We're talking 310 meters high, which makes it one of the tallest waterfalls in all of India. You have to take a jeep deep into the jungle just to get there, and it feels like you're discovering some kind of lost world. This is not the Goa from the travel brochures. And Goa's wild heart is so much more than just that waterfall. You can explore the incredible mangrove forests at the Dr. Salim Ali Bird Sanctuary, or visit a spice farm to see where vanilla and cardamom actually come from, or just get lost in the Kurtaram wetlands, which is an absolute paradise for birdwatchers.
So I think it's pretty clear by now, right? You just can't stick a single label on Goa. It's so much more than a party destination. It's a living museum of food, it's a sanctuary for your soul, and it's a natural wonder. It's a place where you can find exactly what you're looking for, as long as you're willing to look just a little bit deeper. So that really just leaves one question: sun, spirit, spice, or sanctuary? The choice is all yours, because the real Goa, well, it's just waiting to be discovered.